What do you rate your looks on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm gonna ask everybody.
Like a 7.
Like 6.3.
Why would you not rate you guys a 10? Like, we should be rating ourselves a 10.
Stop the cap.
Can I just say something before you go ahead?
Yeah.
You know why you do that?
Why
Everybody rates themselves a 6 or 8 or whatever? Because they are afraid of being arrogant. And it's not arrogant to be confident, to like yourself and to like your appearance.
But okay, there's a difference between confidence and thinking that you're on par with the most beautiful women in the world.
This man's, okay? General profile, you know, good looking dude. Okay. Let's go here. 62 likes and what? 5 matches? Alright. Now, we have Felicia, who's a floor.
Really bad because I felt so bad about it. I called like child services on this one. I called child services on my ex because he pissed me off, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this person, whatever, like, you know, cheater, fucking piece of shit, lies about dumb shit. He had kids. I called child services on his ass, and I like fabricated everything and like said certain things, and they like went to the door, and like there was a whole process. Like, I don't even know if the children's aid worker still visits them, but she probably does, because what I said, like the way I AI'd, you know, like real AI, like fake bruises type shit.
Be careful, fellas. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So you faked bruises, you faked shit, and then you just made like exaggeration story, and then
On their on his kids.
yeah.
Like, so then they came and they were like, oh, like, we're seeing stuff that your kids are being abused. You know, you could lose your kids. And I was just like, that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, should have been
Men
nicer.
are naturally hardwired to be repulsed by women that are hoes and promiscuous. Why? Shout out to my boy Rolo Tomasi. He talks about this all the time. Men want to be able to ensure paternity.
Yeah.
They want to know if you get pregnant and you have a child and I'm on the hook for paying for that child and taking care of you, etc., the kid is fucking mine.
A man's biggest fear, deepest fear, is to be with a woman and the kid is not his.
Meanwhile,
Do you believe that the baby is your son?
no, sir.
And why don't you believe it's yours?
Because I don't have no connection with him. I don't think he looks like me.
And you say it's Sean's baby.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
Okay, let's
But you
find
know
out.
what?
Sean, you took a DNA test before the show, and the DNA results are that you are not the father.
Told you! My life, I told you!
I would suppose this other guy that you put on the birth certificate,
That's, he the dad. 'Cause
he is the dad. Well, he happens to be here. Let's bring him out. Either way, do you feel like you want to be the father, you don't want to be the father?
No, I do not.
You
Look.
don't want to be the father.
No, I do
Well,
not.
obviously, for some
Okay,
reason, you
that's
guys
good
don't
for me
like
because you
each other.
ain't did nothing. They ain't gonna never do nothing. So
Ben, you are not the father.
You found out she was pregnant. Even though she said it could be yours or it could be my ex's, did you step up?
Yes, ma'am.
You did?
Yes, ma'am. I did everything. Take care of the boys, make sure they going to school. I was, feeding her, doing the cleaning.
So you were there participating like the father. Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, I didn't sign anything because I wanted the DNA test first.
Well, that was smart. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Jones, you are not the father.
I didn't know.
You okay, Mr. Jones?
I'm ready to go.
I'm sorry. I hope you will find comfort in knowing that you did the right thing.
What happened if DNA testing was mandatory? If they tested all women,
You'd have an calamity.
My sister told me the other day this should be standard. My sister told me last week.
That's why they won't do
she
it, though.
said it should be a standard thing at the hospital.
But that's why they won't do it. To me, it just makes sense. Give an epidural, DNA test.
I'm doing a documentary on the court system here in the UK, and I was interviewing this guy. He works for, it's called Fathers for Justice, and they help men get custody of their kids. And one thing I found out is in the UK, you are actually given a free counsel, which is a lawyer basically, if you accuse your husband of abuse. And what the women can do is they can accuse the guy of abuse and file a restraining order against him even if he did nothing. And if he breaks that, he actually goes to jail. And it can take 1 to 2 years to even get the kid back. So you could have a newborn and not see the kid for 2 years over a false allegation.
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan. That's right. Mr. Manser, you are not his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison. She should be convicted of some crime.
No, I should not. I didn't.
That is
Mr.
fraud.
But wait, there's more.
Here are the results of the paternity test.
But what the fuck? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
What you doing all that for?
Read this paper. What the fuck this say?
What you mean? What?
Read what that say right there.
They need to do this over.
Nigga. I'm not the father. I'm not the father. I ain't paying no more child support.
They need to do this over.
I ain't paying no more child support, dog. I swear to God, I already knew it, bro. Is everything okay?
If you really think about it, actually, the idea of monogamy is, I definitely should not be talking about
No, this is so good.
We all know that rich princes and counts and barons, they had mistresses all over the place.
Yep.
Monogamy as an idea has never really existed. It's just been that the women were supposed to be monogamous. So actually, I do think that there is this whole thing about like this idea that you're supposed to have one partner forever is sort of
upset that the things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain. Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket. We haven't got the country we had when I was raised, not at all. Nobody will have the fun I had. Nobody will have the opportunity I had. It's just not the same. And that's not what our boys, that's not what they died for. I just,